Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 9th. So students, in today's video we will start reading with our next chapter from the book Moments. This is chapter number 6 and the name of the chapter is Weathering the Storm in Arsama, and this chapter is written by Mr. Harsh Mandar. So he is the writer of this chapter. So student, Arsama, it is a name of a place, and in that place there was one storm, one huge storm was there. So in this chapter we will read about that storm, about the consequences of that storm. So now let's start reading the chapter. First of all, before you read, so before starting the chapter, let's get some idea about the chapter. The cyclone that hit Orissa in October 1999 killed thousands of people and devastated hundreds of villages. So once there was one cyclone and that cyclone hit Orissa when in October 1999, and because of that cyclone almost thousands of people were killed and hundreds of villages, they were devastated, they were destroyed, they were ruined completely. So this was the super cyclone that was in Orissa in October 1999, and this cyclone actually caused a lot of destruction because almost thousands of people were killed and almost hundreds of villages were completely destroyed. So now you can imagine the destruction that was caused because of that super cyclone. For 2 dreadful nights, Prashant, a young man, was marooned on the roof of a house. So in this chapter we will read about this super cyclone only, and in this chapter there is one character, that is Prashant, and Prashant is a young man. So now he is also a victim of that super cyclone, and when this cyclone was there, so for 2 dreadful nights this person, that is Prashant, he was marooned. Maroon means he was trapped where on the roof of a house. On the 3rd day he decided to go to his village. So for almost 2 nights he was trapped, he was unable to go. Why? Because outside there was the super cyclone, so he was trapped on the roof of one of the house. But on the 3rd day finally he decided to go to his village. So he is outside from his village and there he was trapped because of the cyclone. But on the 3rd day finally he decided that he should go back to his village. So now the question is that did he find his family now, because there is the super cyclone. So now the question is that when this young man Prashant, when he will go back to his village, so will he be able to find his family there? This is the question that we are having, and we will find the answer in the chapter. So now let's start reading with our chapter. On 27th October 1999, 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Arsama, a small town in coastal Orissa, some 18 kilometers from his village, to spend the day with a friend. So in the beginning of the chapter, the writer is saying that it was the day of 27th October 1999, and on this day, almost 7 years after his mother's death, Prashant had gone to the block headquarters of Arsama. It means Prashant, that is a young boy. So now his mother had died 7 years ago, and now 7 years have passed after the death of his mother, and now finally after 7 years, now Prashant, he had gone to the block headquarters of Arsama, that is a small town in coastal Orissa. So in the state, that is Orissa, that is a coastal area. So what coastal area means? It means a place that is near some seashore. Okay, so that was the coastal area, coastal part of Orissa, and in that part there is the block headquarter, and the name of headquarter is Arsama. So now Prashant, he is there in the block headquarter of Arsama, that is a small town in coastal Orissa. Clear? Some 18 kilometers from his village, and this place, that is Arsama, it is almost 18 kilometers far from his own village. And why he is there in Arsama? Because he is there to spend the day with a friend. Okay, so now one boy is there, that is Prashant, and he is having one friend, and that friend is living at the block headquarters of Arsama. So one day Prashant, he is going to meet with his friend because he wanted to spend the day with his friend, and that day is the 27th October 1999. So now now Prashant, he is almost 18 kilometers away from his own village, and he is at the block headquarters of Arsama because he wanted to spend that day with his friend. Clear? In the evening, a dark and menacing storm quickly gathered. So now when Prashant, he is away from his village, he is away from his house, he is Arsama. Then suddenly in the evening, one dark and menacing storm was there, and that storm quickly gathered. So let's see the meaning. Menacing means dangerous, or we can say very harmful. So in the evening of 27th October 1999, suddenly one very dangerous, one very harmful, or we can say menacing storm was there in the sky, and that storm very quickly, very suddenly gathered. Winds beat against the houses with a speed and fury that Prashant had never witnessed before. And this storm, it was really very huge, very big storm, because now writer is saying that in that storm the winds were beating against the houses with that much of speed and that much of fury. So now let's see what fury means. Fury means we can say anger, or we can say strength. Okay, so all the winds that were beating against the houses, that were having a very huge, very big speed, and they were having a very huge anger, or we can say strength. And Prashant, never ever he had witnessed such kind of speed and such kind of strength in the winds before, right? So now the storm, we can imagine that the storm, yes, it was very big, very huge, because the winds, they were having a lot of speed and they were having a lot of strength, and those strong and speedily winds, they were beating against the houses. Heavy and incessant rain filled the darkness. Ancient trees were uprooted and crashed to the earth. And now in the evening the storm was there, and after some time, it means, you know, earlier there were winds only, right? Winds were there, they were beating the houses, and after those strong winds, suddenly rain started, and it was very heavy and incessant rains. Incessant means continuous. So very heavy rain started, and it was the continuous rain. So heavy and continuous rain started, and that rain filled the darkness. Why darkness? Because it was the evening time, and because of that strong winds, because of the heavy rain, the ancient trees that were there, so those ancient trees were uprooted and they crashed to the earth. Okay, so now you can imagine the strength of the wind, that the wind, they were so strong that the huge ancient trees, they were uprooted, and they were, you know, all the ancient trees were crashed to the earth because of the strength of the wind, because of the heavy rain. Screams rent the air as people and houses were swiftly washed away. So now when the storm was there, when strong wind was there, when heavy rain was there, so now all the people of that place, they were so much worried, they were so much tensed, so they were screaming. Scream means a shout. So the shouts of the people, the screams of the people, that rent the air. Rent means filled. Okay, so we can say the entire place was filled with the shouts of people, and people were shouting. Why? Because they were so much worried, they were so much tensed because of the storm, because of the wind, because of the rain. So now people are shouting, and you know, the shouts of the people, that shouts filled the entire air, the entire place, as people and houses were swiftly washed away because of the wind, because of the rain. All the people and their houses, they were very swiftly washed away. Okay, so एक तरफ तो rain है, that is very heavy and continuous, and wind is also there, and that is very strong wind. So now all the people and all the houses, everything was washed away. The angry waters swilled into his friend's house neck deep. And now writer is presenting the scene, that what was the scene when that such a huge, or we can say huge storm, or we can say the super cyclone was there. So writer is saying that the angry waters swilled into the friend's house, and this is the friend of Prashant, where Prashant is as of now, and the water was neck deep. So let's see the meaning first. Swilled means move in a whirling motion. It means whenever you have seen storm, I am very much sure आप सबने देखा होगा मूवीज में, टीवीज में, बुक्स में, storm कैसा होता है, उसके जो मोशन होता है वो कैसा होता है, इस तरह से राउंड 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 राउंड, राइट. तो इस तरह का जो वाटर था वो इसी मोशन में, यू नो, स्विल हो रहा था, और वी कैन से व्रिल हो रहा था, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द एंग्री वाटर वॉज नाउ इनसाइड द हाउस. ओके, एंड how much water was there? It was a neck deep water. So now we can imagine the water कितना ज़्यादा था जो प्रशांत के फ्रेंड है उनका जो घर था. So inside the house it was a neck deep water. The building was of brick and mortar and was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km/h. So now writer is saying that the building, which building? The house of Prashant's friend. So that building was of brick and mortar. So that building was made of brick and mortar. So what mortar means? Mortar is a mixture of cement, sand and water. So in this picture you all can see this is a wall that is made of brick and mortar. So this paste that you can see in between the bricks, this paste is known as mortar, and this paste is a mixture of cement, sand and water. So writer is saying that the building, or we can say the house of the friend of Prashant, that was made of brick and mortar and that was strong enough to survive the devastation of the wind's velocity of 350 km/h. What devastation means? It means a huge destruction, and velocity is the speed, or we can say the force. Okay, so now the house of the Prashant's friend, it was made of brick and mortar and it was strong enough that it was able to survive the destruction, the devastation of the wind's velocity, wind's speed. And how much speed? 350 km/h. So now we all can imagine that how strong winds were there, how heavy rain was there. But the cold terror of the family grew with the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their houses sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. So now writer is saying that the house, or we can say the building of the friend, it was strong enough that it was able to survive, right? But still the family, all the family members, they were in much terror. Why? So writer is saying that the cold terror of the family grew. Why? With the crashing of trees that had got uprooted and fallen on their house. It means house वैसे तो safe था because it was strong enough that it was able to survive in that velocity of wind, but still the family was very much worried. Why? Because all the trees that were around the houses, all the trees, they were getting uprooted and they were falling on the houses sometime in the middle of the night, damaging its roof and walls. And now when the huge trees, those trees were falling on the houses, because of that the house wall and roof, it was damaging. Okay, so now yes, house was safe, but still all the family members, they were very much worried. One terror was there because of the huge trees that were uprooting and that were falling on the house. The crazed destruction wrought by the cyclone and the surge of the ocean continued for the next 36 hours, although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning. Now the writer is saying that the crazed destruction, crazed means something that is out of control, and wrought means resulted. So writer is saying that the crazed destruction, the destruction that was completely out of control, so that destruction was wrought means resulted by the cyclone, and a surge of the ocean, surge means a sudden strong feeling. Okay, so we can say the surge of the ocean. So all these things continued for the next 36 hours. So for the next 36 hours the same destruction was there, the same strong winds were there, same heavy rain was there for the next 36 hours. Next writer is saying that although wind speeds had reduced somewhat by the next morning, but by the next morning the speed of the wind, it was reduced somewhat. Okay, but still yes, rain was there and still storm was there. Yes, speed was reduced, but still wind was there, rain was there, we can say cyclone was still there for the next 36 hours. To escape the waters rising in the house, Prashant and his friend's family had taken refuge on the roof. So we have read earlier that inside the house there was neck deep water. So to escape the waters rising in the house, finally Prashant and his friend's family, they all took refuge where? On the roof of the house. So inside the house there was neck deep water. So that much of water is very much dangerous. So all the family members, including Prashant, they took refuge where on the roof of the house. So now all the family members, they were there on the roof of the house, they were sitting on the roof of the house. Prashant will never forget the shock he experienced at his first glimpse on the devastation wrought by the super cyclone in the grey light of the early morning. So now when it was morning time, and for the first time Prashant, he witnessed the entire destruction that was caused by the cyclone. So writer is saying that Prashant, he will never ever be able to forget the shock that he experienced at his first glimpse. Okay, so when it was morning time, when we can say some grey light was there, and in that light when Prashant looked all around the house, because now he is at the roof of the house, so now he was able to see everywhere. So when light was there, and in that light when Prashant looked all around, then he was very much shocked. Why? Because now he was able to have the experience about the devastation, about the destruction that was caused by the super cyclone. So the destruction was very much huge, and when Prashant, when he realized that how great the destruction is, so Prashant, he was very much shocked. He was never ever be able to forget that experience. A raging, deadly brown sheet of water covered everything as far as the eye could see. So now what are the things, what are the scene that Prashant he actually saw? So Prashant saw that a raging, deadly brown sheet of water. So what raging means? Raging means angry. So everywhere there was a brown sheet of water. Why this sheet is brown? Because of the dust. Okay, so everywhere there was water, there was a sheet of water, and that sheet was of brown color, and that sheet was looking very angry and deadly, and that sheet covered everything as far as the eye could see, right? So जहाँ तक भी प्रशांत देख पा रहा था, he was able to see only the sheet of water, the brown sheet of water, and that sheet covered each and everything. Only fractured cement houses still stood in a few places. So everywhere there was the brown sheet of water, and in some of the places there were some fractured cement houses. So what fractured means? Fractured means broken. Okay, so in between of that sheet, some broken houses, some broken cement houses were there that still stood. It means all the other houses, everything was completely destroyed, completely ruined, right? Everywhere there was only the brown sheet of water, and in between the sheet, on some places there were the broken cement houses. So now we all can imagine the destruction, the huge destruction that was caused by the super cyclone, and this is the reason that Prashant, when he saw the destruction, so he is very much shocked, because he is having this kind of experience. Bloated animal carcasses and human corpses floated in every direction. Now again the next scene that Prashant he witnessed. So next he saw that everywhere there were bloated animal carcasses. So what bloated means? Bloated means unusually large because of liquid, and carcasses means dead body of animals. So many animals were dead because of that super cyclone, and now their dead body was floating, and their dead body was bloated. Why it was bloated? Bloated means now their dead body was unusually large. Why? Because inside the dead body it was full of liquid. Okay, so उनकी body में बहुत सारा पानी चला गया था. Because of that जो उनकी body थी, it was looking bloated. Okay, so everywhere there were dead bodies of animals and human corpses also. Corpses means dead body of human beings. Okay, so now so many people and so many animals were killed because of that super cyclone, and now the dead bodies of animal, that is carcasses, and the dead body of human beings, that is corpses. Okay, so they were floating in every direction. So we can imagine this kind of scene, that how dreadful this scene was. All round even huge old trees had fallen, and everywhere all the trees, even huge trees जो थे वो भी uproot हो गए थे, वो भी गिर चुके थे. So we can imagine the power, the force of the wind. Two coconut trees had fallen on the roof of their houses. So हर जगह huge tree जो थे वो गिरे हुए थे. So the same thing was there on the building, on the house of Prashant's friend. So we can say that two coconut trees were there that had fallen on the roof of their house. This was a blessing in disguise because the tender coconut from the trees kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. And now the writer is saying that those two coconut trees that had fallen on the roof of the house, those trees were actually a blessing in disguise. So what blessing in disguise means? It means earlier सबको क्या लग रहा था कि because of those two coconut trees वो उनके लिए एक तरह से danger था, it was like a curse, but it was not actually like that. Those two coconut trees, those trees proved a blessing in disguise. Those trees were beneficial for the family. Why? So next writer is explaining the thing, and he is saying that because the tender coconuts from the trees kept the trapped family from starving. Now just imagine, the entire family was there on the roof of the house and everywhere there was water, right? So obviously the family, they are having nothing to eat, so obviously they will starve, they will be hungry. But now they were having the tender coconut. Why? Because two coconut trees had fallen on the house, so finally they were having tender coconut, and those coconut actually kept the trapped family from starving in the several days that followed. So for many days they were having nothing to eat, but because of those two coconut trees that actually fell on the house, finally they were having coconut, right? And because of those coconut they were able to have anything, they were able to eat anything, and now they were not starving, now they were not at all hungry. So those two coconut trees, they were actually blessing in disguise. Clear? For the next 2 days, Prashant sat huddled with his friend's family in the open on the rooftop. So now there are 2 days, and for the next 2 days Prashant, he was still there on the roof of that house, and he sat huddled. Huddled means grouped with his friend's family. So the entire family of Prashant's friend, all the family members, they were there on the roof of the house, and Prashant, he was also there. He was sitting in a group on that house in the open of the rooftop. They froze in the cold and incessant rain. The rainwater washed away Prashant's tears, and now there was very much cold, and because of cold all the people, they just froze. Okay, they were freezing because of the cold and because of the continuous rain. So rain was still there, continuously it was raining, and because of rain everyone was just freezing because it was very much cold there, and the rainwater washed away Prashant's tears. So now we can imagine that Prashant, yes, he was very much sad, he was crying, he was weeping because he was far away from his house, he was far away from his village, and he was witnessing such a dreadful scene where the dead bodies of animals are there, even dead bodies of human beings are there, and he was there witnessing such a huge destruction that was caused by the super cyclone. So we can imagine his condition, and yes, he was very much sad, he was very much worried for his family members, and he was crying, he was weeping, there were tears in his eyes, but because of the rainwater actually washed away his tears. The only thought that flashed through his mind was whether his family had survived the fury of the super cyclone. Now in his mind there was only one thought. Prashant, he was able to think only about one thing, and that thing was that whether his family that was in the village, so whether his family had survived the fury, the strength, the anger of this super cyclone. So Prashant, he was lucky enough to survive from this super cyclone, but obviously now he was very much worried about his own family that was in the village, and he was thinking about his family members, and there was only one thought in his mind, that whether his family members, they are able to survive with this super cyclone or not. Was he to be bereaved once again? So now he was thinking that was he to be bereaved once again? Bereaved means having lost a close one. So in the beginning of the chapter we have read that Prashant, he had lost his mother 7 years ago. So now he was thinking that after 7 years was he to be bereaved once more? क्या एक बार फिर से वो अपने किसी close one को खो देगा? Okay, so now this was the thought that was there in the mind of Prashant. 2 days later, which seemed to Prashant like 2 years, the rain ceased and the rainwater slowly began to recede. And now the writer is saying that after 2 days, when Prashant he is trapped, he is sitting there at the roof of his friend's house. So after 2 days, which actually seemed to Prashant like 2 years. So these 2 days were like 2 years for Prashant, because he was away from his family. He was very much worried for his family. He was very much worried for his family members. So those 2 days were actually like 2 years for Prashant. And after 2 days, finally the rain ceased. Finally the rain stopped, and now the rainwater slowly began to recede. Recede means to come down. So for 2 days it was continuously raining, but after 2 days finally the rain stopped. So now the rainwater started to come down. Prashant was determined to seek out his family without further delay. So when finally the rain stopped and the rainwater it was going down, so now Prashant was determined, he was very much firm that now he must seek out, now he must look for his family member without any further delay. So now he just wanted to look for his family, now he just wanted to look for his family members, that whether they are safe or not. But the situation was still dangerous, and his friend's family pleaded with Prashant to stay back a little while longer. So now yes, the rain had stopped, but still the situation was very much dangerous, because everywhere there was rainwater. Yes, the water level was coming down, but still a lot of water was there and the situation was very much dangerous. So all the friends, family member, they pleaded with Prashant, they requested Prashant to stay back a little while longer. So when Prashant, when he shared his idea that now he will go back to his village to find out about to his family members, then the friend's family, they requested to Prashant that no, still the situation is not at all good, the situation is very much dangerous, so you should stay a little longer with us. But Prashant knew he had to go, but we can imagine the situation of Prashant, and Prashant, he was not at all ready to stay longer, and he knew that he had to go, because he just wanted to go, he just wanted to look for his family members. He equipped himself with a long sturdy stick and then started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village through the swollen flood water. So when finally Prashant, he was determined that to know he should go back to his village, he should find for his family members. Then all the family members of Prashant's friend, they agreed that okay, you can go. So finally Prashant was all set to go back, and now he equipped himself with a long sturdy stick. Okay, so now he was having a long sturdy means strong stick in his hand, and then finally he started on his 18-kilometer expedition back to his village. So now let's see the meaning of expedition. Expedition means adventurous journey, and we have read earlier that the village of Prashant, it was 18 kilometers far from Arsama. So now Prashant, he started his adventurous journey of 18 kilometers from Arsama to his own village, okay, through the swollen flood waters. And now he has to take this journey through the swollen flood waters, because everywhere on the way there was flood waters, and he has to cross that much of flood water to reach his village, that is 18 kilometers away. It was a journey he would never forget, and obviously it was a very adventurous, very dangerous journey, and Prashant, he won't be able to forget this journey. He constantly had to use his stick to locate the road, to determine where the water was most shallow. So now when Prashant, when he was going back, and we have read that everywhere there was flood water was there, dead bodies of animals, dead bodies of human beings was there. So now Prashant, he has to go back with a very tough route. So now constantly he was using his stick. We have read that he was having one strong stick in his hand. So now constantly he was using his stick. Why? To locate the road. So now because of the flood water, he was unable to locate the road, that where is the road, where is the path. So he was using the stick. How? He was using the stick and he was touching the ground with the help of that stick, and because of that he was having the idea that where the road is, and finally to determine where the water was most shallow. Shallow is the opposite of deep, so he was choosing the path where the water was the most shallow, right? Because obviously he was having this kind of danger कि अगर पानी ज़्यादा डीप होगा so obviously प्रशांत को ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होगी, वो पानी में डूब भी सकता है. So he was choosing the path where the water was the most shallow. At places it was waist deep and progress was slow, and some places the water it was really very much deep, it was waist deep, and the progress of Prashant it was very much slow. At several points he lost the road and had to swim, and many places, many a time at several points he just lost the road because of the flat water. He was not having any kind of idea that where the road is, where the turn is. So many times he just lost the road, and then he had to swim because of the flood water. After some distance, he was relieved to find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. So now Prashant, he was going back to his village, he was on his journey, and after some distance, Prashant, he was very much relieved. Now he was very much relaxed. Why? Because now he find two friends of his uncle who were also returning to their village. So Prashant, he was not the only one who was going back to village, but after some time he found two of his uncle's friends who were also going back to village. They decided to move ahead together. So when Prashant, when he found those two people, then they three decided that now they will move ahead together. So in this picture we can see he is the Prashant, he is holding the stick in his hand, and they are the two friends of his uncle. So now finally they three decided that now they will move together so that they can help each other. As they waded through the waters, the scenes they witnessed grew more and more macabre. And now the writer is saying that when the three of the people, they waded through the waters, when they were moving ahead through the waters, then the scene that they were witnessing, the scene was growing more and more macabre. Macabre means connected with death, or we can say unpleasant. So now the entire scene that they were witnessing, the scene was becoming more and more unpleasant. The scene was becoming more and more something that is connected with death. Why writer is saying so? Because we have read earlier that everywhere there were the dead bodies of animals and human beings. So now they were witnessing everywhere that dead bodies are floating, right? And they were crossing all the dead bodies. They had to push away many human bodies, men, women, children, and carcasses of dogs, goats, and cattle that the current swept against them as they moved ahead. So why the scene was so much unpleasant? Why the scene was connected with death? So now the writer is saying that they had to push away many human bodies, many corpses that were floating, right? And those human bodies were of men, women, and even children. And so many carcasses, so many dead bodies of animals were also there. And जो dead bodies थी वो कौन कौन से animals की थी? They were dogs, goats, and cattle that the current means the water wave swept against them as they moved ahead. So when they were moving ahead, and you know वहाँ पे बहुत सारी dead bodies थी, because जो water का current था वो जिस direction में था, because of the current, because of the pressure of the water, the dead bodies were coming in between their way. So they have to push away all the dead bodies of cattle, goats, dogs, and even the dead bodies of human beings. So this scene really we can imagine that this scene was very much unpleasant. In every village that they passed, they could barely see a house standing. So now we have read that it was 18-kilometer long journey, and before reaching their own village, they passed so many villages, and every village that they were passing, they were able to see a single house that was standing, right? So barely there was any house that was standing. It means it was a huge destruction. Not a single house was there. The storm, or we can say the cyclone, the super cyclone, it destroyed each and everything. The entire villages were completely destroyed. So this was the destruction that was caused by this super cyclone. Prashant now wept out loud and long, and when he realized the intensity of the destruction that was caused, so now he was weeping out very loudly and for a very long time. Why? Because now he was very much worried about the safety of his own family members. He was sure that his family could not have survived this catastrophe. So now Prashant, he was very much worried, he was weeping, and in his mind he was having this idea that maybe his family member are not able to survive this catastrophe. Catastrophe is the disaster, or we can say a very sudden disaster. So now Prashant, he was having this idea in his mind that the destruction, yes, it was a very huge destruction, and he was thinking that maybe his family members, they are not lucky enough to survive from this disaster, from this catastrophe. Eventually, Prashant reached his village, that is Kalikuda. His heart went cold. So finally, Prashant reached to his village. The name of his village is Kalikuda. And when he was there in his village, his heart went cold. Now he was very much horrified. Now he was very much terrified. He was actually very much worried. Where their home once stood, there were only remnants of its roof. And when finally Prashant, when he reached to his home, then he saw that the place where their home was once, so at that place there are only remnants of its roof. Remnants means the remaining parts, okay. So where earlier the house was there, but now the entire house was completely destroyed and only some remaining parts of roofs were there on that place. Some of their belongings were caught, mangled and twisted in the branches of trees just visible above the dark waters. And now Prashant, he was looking near the house, near the place. So he saw that some of their belongings, जो उनका सामान था घर का, some of the stuff, it were caught and then it was mangled and twisted. Mangled means damaged very badly, and it was twisted in the branches of trees. Okay, जो आसपास के trees जो गिर गए थे, so उनकी branches में काफी सामान जो था वो ट्विस्ट हो गया था, कॉट हो गया था. सो प्रशांत, ही सॉ ऑल द बिलोंगिंग्स दैट वाज ट्विस्टेड इन द ब्रांचेस ऑफ ट्रीज जस्ट विजिबल अबाउट द डार्क वाटर्स. Young Prashant decided to go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family. So now Prashant, he was unable to find anyone there. So finally he decided that he should go to the Red Cross shelter to look for his family members. In this picture you all can see this is the Red Cross shelter, and I am very much sure आप सबने सुना है Red Cross Society के बारे में. Wherever there is some natural calamities there or some war or violence is there, so Red Cross Society is always there to help the people, to help all the human beings. Okay, so Red Cross Society, it was there, it was having some shelter, some refugee camp. So Prashant, he decided that he will go to that Red Cross Society, that Red Cross shelter to look for his family members. Okay, so now students, we all can understand the situation of Prashant, because yes, it was a huge destruction. So many villages were completely destroyed because of that cyclone, and Prashant, he is very much worried and he is not at all sure whether his family members, they are alive or not. So students, what will happen next, we will come to know in the next video. So see you in the next video. Thank you.